The agitation by Mahrang Baloch kind of fizzled out, isn't it?
It is not really fizzled out, actually. It has taken the imagination of the Baloch youth to a very great extent. But of course, what happens is that in Pakistan, media clampdown is very severe on any coverage of Baloch events. So you'll
Hmm.
find that the happenings in Balochistan are covered far and in between, unless of course there's a big attack like what happened on 25th, 26th night, when you couldn't avoid, and when many
Yeah.
newspapers carried a headline saying Balochistan bleeds. So that's how it is. So that is the thing. And as a result, what happens is the other part of the country, rest of the youth, don't get affected or are not aware of what's happening in Balochistan. But within Balochistan, it has drawn enormous support. Even people uh, uh, within Gwadar and Baloch, there was actually a sit-in which was continuing in Gwadar, and even now people are motivated and affected. And what is more important is that the Mahrang Baloch has tried to bring about disparate Baloch groups together, which were different. They are together, and she has tried to create a common ground between various Baloch groups which have their internal differences amongst themselves. So she has
Hmm.
provided a platform where different disparate Baloch groups all find commonality of purpose.
Hmm. But she hasn't been as yet the targeted by the military.
Yeah, of course, her peaceful protest, of course, there have been arrests of people who were with her. She has been arrested, apprehended, but released because she is a lady, and that too a peaceful march, who has managed to get certain amount of media visibility because she's an MBBS doctor. So
Yeah, yeah.
all those have created certain amount of thing. Earlier also, if you remember, some years back, Mama Kadir Baloch, who was a banker, had
Yeah.
also taken out a march for missing persons and had gone all the way from Balochistan to Karachi and from Karachi to Islamabad. Uh, but she has done it recently and has been able to mobilize a large number of women and children for her march.
Hmm. So, the long term, where do you see her going? At some point, when there is synergy, I presume, if they can overcome their tribal differences.
See, it's very difficult to say. When it comes to Balochistan, the military has been picking up people who have been supportive of the cause of the Baloch militants or nationalists. And even if they were overground, they have been picked up. Many of them have been missing. If you actually see at Mahrang Baloch's march, this is also driven by a certain person who was actually presented in the court and then
Yeah.
eliminated, said in cross border in action, which was of course absolutely fabricated, because once you have arrested a person, presented him in court, and then you kill him 2 3 days later, then I
Yeah.
think it cannot be, it's not palliative, it cannot be justified, cannot be that sort of a blatant misuse of power. Obviously strikes everyone in the eye, and as a result the Baloch are enraged and they have been able to come together and march, and that's what they have managed to
Hmm.
do.